Hello friends and welcome to Gardening with Creekside. Y'all, it is the middle of August here in North Carolina. And if you are like me and you look around your garden and you're like, I just need a little bit of help. Well, then today's video is for you because we are going to go shopping together here at the garden center. I am going to show you and share with you the plants that I am adding to my garden right now, things that I'm going to be adding to the garden this fall. And we have a very, very exciting new pre-order that I am so excited to launch and to kind of clue you in. So we have got some fantastic online specials, 40% off certain groups of shrubs. You're not gonna wanna miss this. We're gonna have lots of fun walking through the garden center, finding solutions for our gardens that are gonna give us one, instant color right now, color this fall, and color and interest for years to come. If you need color right now, immediately in your garden, y'all, you cannot beat the caladiums. You know me, I have been planting these babies all late summer and they are giving me loads of color. Love this Vava Violet. It is the first, I think, and only purple caladium that I know of. It is absolutely gorgeous. You've got some really nice dark moody colors. You've got hot to trot. Think of already preparing for fall with this beautiful red ruffly leaf to it. And then you've got burning heart. Oh my gosh, y'all. So you've got great color with your caladiums. Of course, Camellias. Not only do they give you instant color, just like our dragon wing begonias, but they will give you that interest all the way through to the fall, to the first freeze. Your pentas, oh my goodness. They give you flowers. Your butterflies, right on cue. I had one fly through here. Absolutely love pentas, and they can handle the heat and the humidity. So don't miss out on those, right? So lots of color is happening in the garden. I mean, hello. If you want flowers and fragrance, then look at Scent Amazing. We also have a little friend. We got a little anole right there. He is just sunning himself and having the most fun getting on those gardenia blooms. It smells delicious. You know how I adore the gardenias. So Scent Amazing is going to be basically like a 3x3, anywhere from full sun to part shade. If you are looking for perennials, echinacea, of course, the butterflies, love that. Lantana, we have talked about this so much. All of these are great perennials to have in the garden in the late summer to give you those flowers. We've got Monarda, lots of options for you. And then one of my all-time favorite summer perennials that is a non-stop bloomer, of course, is Gaillardia. They've got the Spin Top series. This is the Creekside Champions, and give you that beautiful color. So whether you want the Spin Top red, that is a lovely red, has a little bit of some yellow on it. And then we also have the red Starburst right here with that beautiful bicolor. Now, your Gaillardias, they do benefit from being deadheaded, so you're just going to come in and snip it off, but it is a continuous bloomer. Like, look at that. You've got buds all over it. So we have got those. Now, for my online folks, all right? So my online people, we have got one of, I think this is probably Mimi's, this is, my mama, her absolute favorite Shasta daisy. Now I know you may go, oh, Shasta daisies, those are just so like old-fashioned. Yeah, they're old-fashioned and they're iconic for a reason, my friend, because they're absolutely amazing. So mama loves crazy daisies. So we have online, these are full-size quarts. Of course, they are the Creekside Champions. You get this beautiful foliage. Let me show you. It's kind of hard to do one-handed, filming yourself and talking about the plants. Let me show you. So crazy daisies are so much fun. A beautiful, healthy plant. You've got a great root system. It's a great time to go ahead and plant them before the cold of the fall and the winter hit. So with the crazy daisies, basically they look like their flowers have been shredded. So as you can see, it blooms in the summer and autumn. Nice continuous bloomer. You need at least 3 to 6 hours of direct sun. So it can do sun to part shade. And this is going to be hardy in zones 4 to 9. So what Mama loves the crazy daisies so much because they have property down in South Carolina, and where they are, where the cabin is in South Carolina, is it's very, very sandy soil. And during the summer, they're only there, maybe they pop in a couple of times during the summer because the cabin has no air conditioning. So it's a very quick trip. But those crazy daisies have thrived. Of course, Mama has created gardens on the property. Crazy daisies are thriving there. So crazy daisies, while supplies last, are 40% off online. You don't need a code, just go ahead and go purchase them. So crazy daisies give you that beautiful summer fall color, really shredded. The height on them was, let me see, about 2 feet tall. So 2 feet tall by 15 inches wide. So it's a nice substantial size. There you go. So summer color, instant color right now, you have got great options. Lots of options for you. Go ahead and add them to your garden because the ones that we have that we've highlighted will go through all the way through the fall. Because y'all, I'm getting tired and I want my containers to be basically as low maintenance and self-care as they can. And all of those options that I just showed you would be perfect for either the landscape or your containers. Now, if you're looking and you're like, Jenny, I need things that can absolutely handle the summer heat. Well, then, my friends, this table of grasses is going to be your absolute best friend. Perennial grasses thrive in our heat and humidity. They absolutely love it. We have got these gorgeous, gorgeous Camellias schizochyriums. Y'all, these are the ones that we added to the front yard, the renovation, and they are unbelievable. I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought, oh law, I have lost them during the winter time. But no, I did not lose not one of them. They came back strong, they're stunning. Every time I do a picture or a video up there at the front, people are like, what is that? Well, it is Camellias schizochyrium. We have them here at the garden center. They are in 1 gallons. And then muhly grass. Muhly grass is when it shines here in the summertime. You can see it is starting to take on the little plumes. This is that grass when you see driving along the interstate or commercial parking lots, that cotton candy pink plumes. That is muhly grass. This is Undaunted, which is the pink. And then next door we have the white. So it is called White Cloud. And they're a little bit behind, but we've got one that is just beginning to put on the white plumes. So you've got that. And then of course, my favorite panicum grass, nice and big, Niagara Falls, blue upright, can handle it. So these are great options. Thinking of perennial grasses for that structure. We've also got Little Henry Rudbeckia. This is a great Rudbeckia, y'all. It's so cute. Blooms are absolutely prolific on this. Nice and tiny, kind of petite as far as the blooms, but very prolific. They are getting ready just to burst forth with color. So again, here at the garden center, we've got these guys available for you. And then if you're thinking about annual color that you want to add to your garden, this is what I'm adding. You know, I just added some of the portulaca. So we've got the Mojave Red that is in 1 gallon. You can add this to a container. You can put it in the landscape. Your pollinators love portulaca. If Miss Honeybee will cooperate, we have got a honeybee here just feasting on the portulaca. Nice low ground cover is a great one. And then you were with me when I planted the Superlophus. So this is that Texas primrose. Put it in the landscape, and I put it in that self-watering container from Earth Planter, and it is doing so well. The one in the landscape, I have not had to water. We've been getting some rain, so that helps. Here we have a bumblebee just going to town on it, nice and low growing. And if you're in kind of my region, my area, this proved to be a perennial. It came back from Mimi last year. And so great ground cover, loves the heat and the humidity. Now, for my online people, we have got all of the center stage crepe myrtles from Proven Winners. They are 40% off. So the center stage crepe myrtle, you're going to love this, y'all, because it's going to be more of a smaller, I say smaller crepe myrtle, in that 6 to 12 foot tall range, depending on your growing zone. But y'all, look at the foliage on this. This has been sitting on the shrub lot up at the production, right? So deep purple, near black foliage, kind of has a curly, this is the center stage coral. There are other colors available as well, but nice, rich, pinky coral color. A gorgeous, more mildew resistant, deer resistant crepe myrtle. Again, depending on your growing zone will depend on how big it gets. If you're here in the south with me, it's going to be the 12 feet. If you're in a cooler zone, it's going to be more of a large shrub. So all of the center stage crepe myrtles are going to be 40% off online. They're already marked. You don't have to add a code. But crepe myrtles, heaven knows that crepe myrtles can handle the heat and the humidity of August, because that is like it's one of like the unofficial trees, flowering trees of southern summers. They're everywhere. So this is going to be a beautiful one with that dark foliage that does not fade in the heat. You're gonna love them. If y'all been watching any of our videos here lately in August, you know that I am over the heat, right? We get to that point in August and we're like, as gardeners, I'm just like, yep, I'm done. I'm ready for fall. I'm already dreaming of the cooler temperatures. So not only am I dreaming of cooler temperatures, but I'm also thinking about my garden and what it's going to look like in the fall. So this gives us great opportunities as we come to our local garden center. Shop thinking about fall in mind. Either one, fall color and texture that the plants are going to give you right in the fall, because we're always about 4 seasons of interest. So think about, you're looking for the plants, what's going to give me a beautiful show in the fall, and think about what would love to be planted in my garden in the fall. Maybe it's not that the fall is its peak season, but that it is a great time to plant that a plant, whether it's a perennial, a tree, or a shrub, to your garden. So here we are in the pines, and the pines, of course, is going to be that area with those more shade-loving perennials and shrubs. So when you're at your local garden center, if you see beautiful hydrangeas like these golden pennymacs, if you see them, maybe now's not the optimal time to plant your hydrangeas here in the middle of August. But I know, like for us here at Creekside, we have not gotten golden pennies in like 6 or 7 years. This is something that doesn't come up on the availability list very often. So if you're interested and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this macrophylla that's going to be that chartreuse color of the foliage, gives me those classic big mop heads, pH dependent, so it could be pink or it could be blue. So if you see it and you want to add it to your garden, grab it. And all you have to do is just keep it watered at home. You don't have to go ahead and plant it now. Let's wait till September or October. Heck, even November, December will be perfectly fine to add your hydrangeas to your landscape. Same thing with like ferns. You see these beautiful autumn ferns. Let's get that for great evergreen structure for your garden. So thinking about when you're walking through in the cooler parts of the day in your garden, what are you lacking, right? Where do you need structure? Where do you need color? Where do you need interest? Think about those things, like really analyze your garden. Do I need height? Do I need a ground cover? Whatever the case may be, we're going to analyze and then come to the garden center because typically, that's when you're going to have some really good sales and availability for those fall plants. Because we are in North Carolina, fall and into early winter, that is synonymous with camellias, because camellias are those beautiful evergreen shrubs. Depending on the variety, the cultivar, they could be huge or they could be nice and petite. This is a great time to be thinking about and adding them to your garden. Again, maybe depending on your growing zone and how the conditions are in your garden, maybe you don't want to plant them right now, but maybe you want to go ahead and grab them. So for example, we have a japonica camellia right here. This is going to be, oh my gosh, Nucio's gem. I'm probably butchering how to say that, but y'all, this is the most glorious, beautiful camellia. Big, huge japonica bloom, leaves on it, and it's already covered in buds. So your camellias are already setting their buds for next year. Now, this one, the same thing, it just has the tag right here for you. So it is going to be a beautiful, pure white. It is going to be, your japonicas tend to be kind of big, 8 to 10 tall by 6 to 8 wide. And you want the filtered sun to the part shade. Your japonicas tend to be slower growers, but ultimately they will get nice and big. But we've got great selections of the camellias. So we've got like the Early Wonder from Southern Living. Love that one. It's a japonica, but it blooms in the fall. You've got the October Magic Ivory, which is a beautiful pure white. Those are going to be fall bloomers. So thinking about that, y'all, I'm telling you, there's a camellia for every yard here in the South, whether you got shade or you got sun. That's a great thing about the Southern Living plant collection camellias, is that October Magic series absolutely can handle full sun. I have got numerous ones in hot sunny areas, and they're thriving. So that is a really fun thing to think about for your southern gardens, is adding more camellias. So we also have another online special for my sweet friends. We have got the new, this is from Proven Winners. These are the warm-hearted camellias. So this one particular is going to be the warm-hearted pink. Look at the new foliage color on this, y'all. Let's see if I can get the sun to behave. There we go. So your older foliage, of course, is going to be a nice green, and that beautiful new foliage is that nice kind of reddish burgundy color. Obviously, we are going to get nice, beautiful pink blooms on this. Yes, it is a quart. So depending on where you are, what I would do, and I would kind of encourage you to do this with all of your shrubs that if you order online, go ahead. If you are in a warmer zone and you're ordering now, you're taking advantage of these 40% off of these guys that we have this week. Take it, get it, move it up to a bigger container. So these are going to be true size quarts. This is what we call a quick turn, because they are meant, they got strong root systems, and they are meant to be taken out of this quart, and you can plant them directly into your landscape. Just keep an eye on them, obviously, or you can move them up to a larger container. It could be a decorative container, and they will quickly, it's a quick turn, quickly fill in that container. So somebody asked me, they sent me a message just the other day, and they were like, what potting soil do you recommend? I think she had gotten, I think it was butterfly bushes, some of the butterfly candies. And she said, what potting soil do I use? And for me, like, right, I love Growers Gold and then the Proven Winners. But basically, whatever potting soil you use in your containers for your annuals and your perennials, your hanging baskets, use that same soil for your shrubs when they arrive. Once they fill in those containers, then you can move it to the landscape. The idea is that we're building a bigger, stronger root system in that larger container. So that way, when you add it to the landscape at the appropriate time, then you've got a stronger root system and they just can take off. Now, can you plant the quartz? You absolutely can plant the quartz in the ground, because we were at Spring Meadow, home to the Proven Winner Color Choice Shrubs, just a couple of weeks ago. And in that display garden, The vast majority of those plants go in as the quartz, right? We showed you a flower bed and said, look, they just planted this hydrangea. This is what it looks like. It's the quart. And then right beside of it was a flower bed where they had planted last year. It was the Let's Dance Sky Views as the quartz. And man, they were absolutely gorgeous. So you can plant directly in the landscape as a quart, especially if you're in one of those cooler zones. And when I say cool, I mean like here in August, I'm thinking like zones 4, 5, 6. When you start to get in zones 7, 8, 9, beyond, then I would really recommend in August we put them in a container. Why do we put them in a container as opposed to the landscape? Somebody asked me that too. Because in a container, you can control things better, right? So if that spot that you ultimately want it in is just too hot right now in August, then you can put it in the container in a little bit more of a protected area, right? So put it in a little bit more of a protected area, and you know when you water that container, that whole container and that soil is getting nice and damp. All that water is going to go to the roots. If you know when you're, in the landscape and you hit a plant with water, so many times what happens? That water just like runs straight off the plant, off the top of the soil level, and out she goes. It's hard to get a good deep watering in the landscape, especially if you're very dry, because it takes forever to really saturate. So that's why we like to put them in containers, because we know that water's getting to it, and you can move it around based off of, what kind of sun conditions that you have and or that it needs. So there you go. So what we have online is the Crazy Daisies are 40% off, all the center stage Crape Myrtles, and then all of the Camellias are also 40% off. Now, we've been keeping a little secret ever since Cultivate, when we went to, this is that large horticultural show in Columbus, Ohio that Jerry and I go to every year. Not only are we see lots of friends and all things, but they also have new plant introductions. And my friends, we have got some gorgeous, very fun, very exciting, a brand new line headed your way. While we were at Cultivate, we saw the brand new, these are brand new genetics, not new colors, new genetics of Heucheras from Terra Nova. These are the FYRE WING Heucheras, and y'all, these things were an absolute hit. They are gorgeous. So there are 7 colors in this new series. So Terra Nova is saying that this is like a really kind of a breakthrough plant because it has a new gene that is known as like the lace gene. So this is not going to look like a Heuchera that you typically think of, not those rounded leaves. Oh no, my friends, you are going to get a beautifully fine cut, almost like a wing type leaf on this. It was really cute because they are called the FYRE WING series, and they had, their display was that of like a dragon with the wings breathing fire. It was perfect marketing, and they are absolutely gorgeous. So like I said, there are 7 of them available. We have them at Creekside Nursery online. Now these are going to be a pre-order because they are so brand new. They've been here at the nursery for a couple of weeks now. They are growing. We have got lots of beautiful new growth on them, but they're not quite ready to send out yet. So you can go ahead and pre-order the new FYRE WING Heucheras. Choose your color, have a lot of fun. I plan on adding them to containers, landscape. It does have the Velosa breeding in the FYRE WINGs, and that's so important for my southern folks because that means that they can handle the heat and the humidity. So I personally have found great success with my Heucheras in containers. Now there are some that I have found that had that strong Velosa breeding that do really well in the landscape. So you be a student of your own garden. Know how things work for you, whether you want to put it in the container or you want to put it in the landscape. Ideally, we're going to send these out in about 6 to 8 weeks, but it all depends on the plants. We're going to have a strong, healthy root system before we send them to you. So grab them while you can. Maybe you've heard me talk about our sweet friend, Miss Kathy, and Miss Kathy is, she's a local customer, friend, master gardener in every sense of the word, both technically and, I mean, she has got so much experience. I'm just like a sponge when I'm around Miss Kathy and just soak it all in. We had no longer gotten back from Cultivate, and Kathy was talking to Mimi, and she was like, Ann, there's these new Heucheras, and they're called FYRE WING, and blah, 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 blah. Do you think Jenny and Jerry could have them at Creekside? And Mama told me that, and I was like, yep, already ordered, and they're on their way here. So I know that I have made Miss Kathy happy. And if Kathy is happy about them and excited about them, then you should be too, because these things are so cool. The colors are amazing. They are just awesome. So they are on pre-order. You can go ahead and order them. We're not going to ship them to you right now because they're not ready. They will be in that full-size quart container. So if you want to take advantage, like as far as some of the shrub sales that we have going on, you can order it all at one time. Keep in mind that the boxes are a 4-count box. The Heucheras are not going to ship now, but your shrubs will ship now. So think about that. So if you want to add, I don't know, 4 shrubs and 4 Heucheras, we're going to send you the 4 shrubs now and the 4 Heucheras later. But it is really, really exciting. And we will have them here at the garden center as well. Just right now, pre-order online. We're doing that because we kind of want to gauge the response, and if we need to order a lot more, then we still have time to order them for this fall. So lots of fun, but just know that, y'all, I know August, it is hot. It is sticky. You go outside and you just die. This is about the only time that you're going to see my hair down in August because it is early in the morning. As soon as I get off this video, up it goes, because this girl cannot handle thick hair on her neck with this heat and humidity. Good grief. But there are plants that give you color now. They're going to give you color later on. They're going to give you interest and fun things in your garden. So do a good garden evaluation, see where you are. Come see us here at Creekside, or order online, or go visit your local garden center and see what fun things they have available as well. As always, we so appreciate you. Y'all have an amazing day. Stay cool, drink your water. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends.